Very good morning, my dear students.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
I hope your mid-examinations are over,
Yes, sir, completed.
and very soon we will also plan for your GDM mid-examination. I will let you know well 1 week advance, so no need to worry for that. So participants,
Okay,
now
sir.
we have 35. Okay. So in the last class, we have faced your isometric and orthographic projection. Okay. We will start your 3D modeling, starting with the basics of 3D modeling. What are the components or what are the tools that are most widely used to draw any 3D figure? Okay. We will see how to change the view orientations of your drawing area, like top view, side view, front view. Everything you will see on the interface on the your AutoCAD software. So let's start. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. I hope the AutoCAD screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here, how to start this? If you want to know, uh, let me close this. These figures we have seen in the last class. Okay. Yeah. You have to go to your start programs or directly use some shortcut will be there. So from Autodesk, AutoCAD 16 I'm using, and this is how your software you will start. Yeah. So these three figures you can see here we have discussed in your, let me make it full screen. We have done this in the last few classes. Drawing 1, drawing 2, and your drawing number 3. Yeah, these are the 3 drawings we have did in the last few classes. Today I am going to start 3D commands. Okay. So the difference that you will observe here, we have only 2 axes that is visible. If you are able to see my mouse cursor on left hand side corner, bottom corner, the coordinate axis that you are able to see is only X and Y. If we are working in 3-dimensional coordinate system, then we need to have 3 axes, X, Y, and Z. So this is one thing that you can keep in your mind. Other thing, on the right hand side on the top corner, you will see here it is written top. So basically it is representing the top view. Okay. And one more thing that you can observe here, that you can draw whatever the 2D drawings we were drawing, like this circle I have drawn. Okay. Using this line, I am drawing something. All these things are drawn on XY plane. Okay. XY plane, or we can also say this as your Z plane. Okay. Because Z axis is perpendicular to your XY plane. So either you can say this as XY plane, or you can say this as Z plane in one alphabet. Okay. Now, on the right hand side top here, if you are able to see my cursor, one symbol for home button is there. See, I'm trying to blink it. So when you will click on this, yeah. What I have done, I have clicked on this home button. When you click on this, now you can see, you are able to see all the 3 axes. left hand side corner, bottom corner of the screen. Now we have X, Y, and Z axis. Okay. Now, in the command menu here, you can see we have all those 2D commands only. If we are talking about 2D commands, basically two main categories are there. The draw commands, these are all your draw commands: line, polyline, x-line, circle, arc, ellipse, rectangle, hatching, everything. These all are your draw commands. This is your modify commands like modify, copy, stretch, rotate, mirror, scale, trim, fillet, array. Okay, offset, explode, and this is your erase. These all are your modify commands. Now, I want the menu items for drawing 3D figures. How I will bring that 3D commands menu here. So for that, here at the bottom right side, in the line where you can see your ortho, O snap, okay, in that line you will see a symbol representing a small gear. Okay, there it is written workspace switching. Okay, one triangle is there through which you can expand it. By default, here it is drafting and annotations. This is representing your 2D figure. Once again, see here at the bottom right hand side, in the line of your ortho, polar tracking, O snap. Okay, in that same line, you can see one workspace switching is there. This option, one small gear like object is there. Just beside that, you have a small triangle. That is, by clicking there, you can expand it and 3D basics and 3D modeling. Okay. Now, not able previous 2D commands. Basic, you have 3D commands. If you are switching to 3D modeling, okay. So here we have seen how to change the workspace settings. Earlier we have seen using your 2D drawings, so drafting and annotations, you can see the difference here. Okay, draw, modify commands were there. Just below your drafting and annotation, you can see 3D basics. When you will click on this 3D basics, you will see all your 3D commands only. Okay, no 2D commands are visible here. When you switch it to 3D modeling, this is the best option, what I feel, because here we have our 3D modeling, okay, solid editing, as well as your 2D drawing plus modify commands also. Okay, so I hope this workspace setting is clear to all of you. Okay, if it is clear, type in the chat box, clear sir, CS. Okay, so we have seen how to change the workspace settings from 2D to 3D figures. Okay, now there are some primitives. Primitives means, or before starting to the primitive, I want to give you one more thing. Yeah. In your 2D diagrams, you have seen a line, and one command you have seen as polyline. Okay, line, this is the first command that we are using quite very often, and this is your polyline. So try to understand what is the difference between this line and polyline. Suppose first I am going to draw any figure using this line command. So I will switch on the ortho. As you know, here is the symbol or your icon for your ortho mode. When I switch on your ortho, we can draw perpendicular lines. So this figure I have drawn using your line command. Keep this in your mind. This drawing I have drawn using line command. Now see, if I'm selecting on any single line, only that particular line is being selected. Only that particular one line is being selected. Okay. Suppose I'm clicking on this entity, means this is the only line that is selected. How many lines do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have here 6 lines. Okay. Now, similar type of figure I want to draw using this polyline. Okay, similar figure. So I will start with this point. I went on this side, here, 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 and then I have closed the figure. Okay. Now the thing that you can observe here, earlier when I was selecting here, clicking on any line, that specific line was only being selected. Okay, but when I'm clicking on this line, you can see the entire figure is being selected. So this is the difference between your line command and your polyline command. This is the difference. Okay, so what is the difference? When we are drawing, keep this in your mind. Okay, when we are drawing any figure using line command, okay, you will be having separate entities, means different entities. You can call these line segments as entities. Okay, whereas when we are drawing the same figure using your polyline command, then this is single entity. Okay, so if you want to break this into different entities, what is the command available to us? Can anyone tell me? Yes, your sound was not audible. Please tell me again, or you can type in the chat box. Which command I can use to make this into different entities? Some disturbing noise is coming. Mute yourself.
Line command.
Yeah, please mute yourself. Some disturbing sounds are coming from the background. Whatever you want to say, you can use your chat box. Okay, so the command that we will use for this is explode. You must keep in your mind, I have told you earlier also. Sometimes this command is very useful. Okay, so the command is your explode, explode. Press enter, then it will ask you to select the object which you want to explode, and then press enter. Now you can see the changes. When I am selecting any single line, only that line is being selected. Okay, so what we have did, we have exploded that entity into its individual entity. Okay, so this is the difference between your line and polyline. Okay, this will be useful over here when we will see this extrude command. So that's why I have shown you what is the difference between these line and polyline. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay, so now we will see there are some ready-made primitives available in your AutoCAD software. Okay, so there are two ways basically for any 3D modeling software, if you will see. So the first one is your, let me write here. Yeah. For any 3D modeling, there are two ways. Okay, the first one is your top down modeling, and the second one is your bottom up modeling. Yeah. So these are the two methods through which we follow generally to draw any 3D modeling or 3D component. Okay. Now let's try to understand what is the difference between this top down modeling and what is this bottom up modeling. Suppose you have a box. Let me draw one box here using this ready-made primitive available. Yeah. So this is a box in front of you. Okay. Uh, Here on this side, left hand side on the top, if you are able to see my mouse cursor, here 2D wireframe is written. Okay. This is nothing but the visual style. Okay. So you can change this to realistic. Now, realistic with, there are different options that you can select from here. Okay. So here we have a box, or we can say a bounded volume is there. Okay. Any volume is made up of surfaces, closing surfaces. If you will see here, we have for this box 6 surfaces: top, bottom, left, right, front, and back side. Okay. And every face, now if we are talking about one face, let me take one face outside. Okay. So for that, I will draw a rectangle. Suppose I am taking this bottom face outside. Okay. So one face I have taken out from this box. So the difference you can see here, some volume is made up of bounding surfaces. So surface is here. Now how this surface is made? This surface is made by bounding lines. Okay. So one more figure I will draw here. That same rectangle, similar dimension. Okay. Now you can see this surface is made up of bounding this 4 line segments. Okay. Now if I'll again break it into its subunit, then what you will see, these bounding lines, okay, it is made up of a single line. I will take this line segment away. Okay. And again, if you talk about this line, so this line is made up by your point. Okay, 2 points. When you connect 2 points, you will get one line. When you are combining these 4 lines, you are getting one rectangle. Okay, through this rectangle, we are getting one surface. And through this surface, when we are bounding, so we are getting some volume. Okay, so when we go from this side, let me use this annotation once again. Okay. When we are first drawing the line, then I'm drawing a rectangle. Using this rectangle, I'm making some surface. And after drawing this surface, when I'm drawing certain volume, this yellow color that I'm using 1, 2, 3, and 4, this is called as your bottom two up modeling. Okay, we are starting from the very basic unit or very basic building blocks of any geometric entity, that is your point. From point, we are making lines. From lines, we are making some area, or you can say surface. And from that closed surfaces or areas, we are making volume. So let me write here also. Here we have point. From points, I'm making line segments, closing line segments. Okay. From line segments, I'm making some area, or we can also write it as surface. And from this area, I'm making some volume. Okay, so if you are making any component, suppose you are designing any car, suppose, okay, and you are starting with point, then line, then area, then volume, then this is called as your bottom up modeling strategy. Okay, this can be asked in your Viva question. So keep this in your mind. Now, coming to top down modeling, let me change the color for better visibility. Suppose I have to make any car, and that car is bounded by this volume. So first I have drawn this box. Okay, and then I am doing some cut operation, some filleting operation, some cell operation, some Boolean operation like addition, subtraction, or union. Okay, so what I am doing here, first I am drawing the volume using some primitives available. Those primitives are available at this location. Okay, now I will show you what are those primitives. First, see the sequence of your this one, that is your top down modeling. So first we are making volume. If we require, we can draw any line or surfaces. Okay, we can do some 3D editing commands on this volume. Then that strategy of drawing the figure or any 3D object is called as your top to down modeling. Okay, so this is just for your knowledge. You can keep this in your mind. Okay, now I will show you what are those ready-made primitives available. Here in AutoCAD, on the left hand side, you can see on the top left corner, a drop down list is there. In this drop down list, you can see box, then cylinder, then a cone, then sphere, then pyramid, then wedge, and at the last you have torus. Okay, so these are ready-made primitives available in your AutoCAD software. Okay, we can use these ready-made primitives in our drawing. Okay, so let me clear this, what I have written here. Control A, you can use the shortcut key. Control A, it will select everything, whatever is drawn in your workspace. Then I'm going to press delete key on my keyboard. So everything I have deleted, because I want to show you these ready-made primitives that are available in your AutoCAD software. Okay, so starting with the first option, that is your box. As you all can see here, whenever you bring your cursor, okay, don't do anything, just bring your cursor to any one of the command, and AutoCAD will automatically tell you what this command can be used to draw. Okay, so here, as you can see on your screen, for box, it is written, it creates a 3D solid box. Okay, as the name is suggesting. Okay, for box, if we will use the box command, we will be able to draw some box. But the point that you must note here is, you can see on the left hand side one rectangle is there. Okay, let me show you using annotations. Okay. When I'm clicking on that annotation, that is disappearing. Okay, so I will not be able to use here your annotations. Okay, so try to focus on this one rectangle that you can see here on the left hand side. One rectangle is drawn using two corners. So point 1 and point 2 is mentioned in that rectangle. Okay, and next to that rectangle one box is there. In that box you can see point number 3 is shown just in the perpendicular direction of that rectangle. Okay, so this is specifying that we can draw a rectangle in your XY plane. Whatever the drawing we can draw in your AutoCAD, that is drawn only in XY plane, and then that plane is extruded in perpendicular direction. So here perpendicular direction will be your Z axis. Okay, so for better clarification I will show you both the things. First let me draw one, click on this box option. As you can see here in the command line, it will tell you that what it is asking. Here it is asking, specify the first corner. Okay, so I am going to click here. Then you can see a surface is being drawn, and that is in your XY plane only. Keep this in your mind. Okay, once I have specified the opposite corner, now you can see in the command line, it is asking specify the height. What height you want to extrude. So if you will observe here, I'm moving the cursor in the upside direction, that is in your positive Z axis. Okay, so if you have the dimension known, you can keep the value here as 10. Suppose I'm typing 10. So what we did here, we have drawn one rectangular surface, and then we have extruded that surface in positive Z direction using this box command. So we have made a box over here. Okay, now another way how we can draw this box is, let's see, we can draw a rectangle using our 2D commands. Okay, we all know that command is rectangle. So either you can go from the command line, REC, you can press enter. It will ask you for the specify first corner. So here I am clicking for the first corner. Now it will ask for specify the second corner. So randomly I'm going to click here. Okay. Now see, this is my box using this ready-made available geometric primitives. This is my rectangle using 2D draw command. Okay. Now you can extrude this rectangle. Extrude means extend its into perpendicular direction. Suppose this, just next to your box one command is there, extrude. Okay, so it will create any 3D solid or surface by extruding 2D curve or 3D curve. Here this is our 2D curve. So let's extrude this. You can click over here, or you can type in the command line extrude. EXTRUDE, extrude. Okay, then press enter. Now it will ask, select the object you want to extrude. This is our object. I selected this. After doing the selection, you must keep in your mind that you have to press enter. Now you see. Now it is asking for the height in positive or in negative, any direction you can draw. If you want to go in positive direction, you can go for positive 10. Okay. If you want to go in negative direction, you can go for minus 10. Okay. So this is another way of drawing that box. Okay. One I have used directly this box option. Another I have drawn the rectangle, then I have extruded that. So this is your extrude command. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay. Now, as we are taking our cursor to that extrude command, what it is specifying, it creates a 3D solid or surface by extruding a 2D or 3D curve. When extruded, open curves create a surface and closed curve creates a solid. Okay, keep this in your mind. Open curve creates surface. Closed curve creates solid or surfaces depending on specified mode. I will show you using one example. Okay, this rectangle we have extruded, so we have obtained one box. Suppose I have one line segment. This is my line segment. Okay, only one line segment, and this I am going to extrude. Then what I will get? I will get a surface. That's it. I will not get any. You can rotate it. Yeah. So you can see here. This is nothing but a surface, a plain sheet of paper. You can see in your basic language. Okay. So this is the box and this is your surface. When I have extruded the line segment, this is our spline. Okay, spline is nothing but your smooth curve. Okay, suppose you have to draw any smooth curve. So let me switch off your ortho so that I can draw any line in any plane. Okay, so see, to draw any smooth curve, we use this spline command. So we have this curve. You can see here, if I will extrude this curve, then again also you will get a surface only. This is a surface only. This is not a 3D object. Okay. I will show you using rotate also. Yeah, you can rotate it and see from any side. This is a surface. Okay. Now, suppose I have drawn rectangle using this rectangle command. Now I will draw using this line command. Similar type of rectangle I want to draw using this line command. Okay. Before telling this concept, I want to know whether this extrude command is clear to all of you or not. Please type in the chat box extrude clear sir, extrude CS, so that it will be in your mind. What I am doing nothing. I am drawing a 2D figure and then I am extending it into one specific direction. Okay. Yeah, good to see that you people have understood this extrude command. Now, one more concept I want to give here. A command that is your region command. Okay, for that, I will draw that similar kind of rectangle using this line command. Earlier, I have used rectangle command. Now I'm going to use using line command, and then I will show using polyline also. So first, let's draw using this line command. I will switch on the ortho so as to get perpendicular lines. I will specify the length of, suppose in this direction I want 15, then in this direction I want to move 50, again in this direction I want to move 15, and then close it. Okay, so here again also you can see one or square is there. I want to use that command extrude, and let's see what is happening. So let's click on this extrude. I'm going to click on this extrude command, or you can type in this command line. Okay, you can type in your command line. I have typed command line, press enter. Now it is asking me to select the object. So this is my object, so I will select it. So as you can see here, only single line is being selected. Okay, only single line is being selected. For multiple line selection, I need to press shift key on my keyboard. Okay, for multiple selection, I need to press shift key on my keyboard. So let's press the shift key and select all the 4 lines, press enter. Now see here, and you tell me the difference between this box and this is a 3D volume, whereas it is doing nothing but extruding that simple line, and that is giving face like this one. Okay, the surface what we have, and here the same kind of surface we are getting over here. So this I have drawn using line command. Okay, so let me write here. Here I will circulate this red box. I have drawn first using, I have drawn a rectangle using rectangle command. Okay, then I have extruded that rectangle. Then I have used the extrude command to make this rectangle as a box. Okay. Again, for this figure, I'm using yellow color. I have drawn a rectangle using line command. A rectangle is drawn using using line command. I have drawn one rectangle. Okay, so here I have not obtained a box. Okay, this is 4 surfaces I have obtained, closing surfaces rather. I will write, I will clear this one. How to remove this? Okay, I have obtained closing surfaces. Okay, so I have drawn the rectangle using line command, and I have obtained closing surfaces. I have not obtained the box. Now the same rectangle I am going to draw using your polyline command. Here, this is my polyline. Okay. So just click here and it will ask you for the first point. I'll keep the same dimension 20, 20, 20, and this direction 20. Okay, this rectangle I have drawn using polyline command. Now let's see what is happening if I'm going to use this extrude command. Click on the extrude. It will ask for select the surface or select the object that you want to extrude. Select this object, press enter. Now you can see that you are getting a box, that is a volume. Okay, so once again I will write here that this rectangle, I am using green color for this. I have drawn a box. Okay, for that I have used, first I have drawn a rectangle using polyline command. Using polyline command, I have drawn a rectangle. After that, I have used extrude command. Then what I have obtained, I have got a box. Okay. Now, suppose the difference here between this figure and this figure is here we have not obtained a surface. Okay. So suppose I want to use that line command only. Suppose in any drawing you have some figure, the same rectangle I will draw again at this location. Pay attention, specifying point here, then 20. In this side I will move 20. In this direction I will move 20 and I will close it using 20. Yeah. So this rectangle I have drawn using your line command. Okay. Again, if I'll extrude, then you will get some closing surfaces. You are not going to get any box. Okay. So for that, there is one command exactly reverse of your explode command. In explode, we are exploding a separate means any combined drawing into its basic entities. Whereas using this region command, I'm going to make a closed region. See here, region. In the command line, you can see I have written region, region command. Press enter. Now it will ask which lines you want or which object you want to make a region. So here we have to do multiple selections because I have to select those 4 line segments. So for multiple selection, keep in your mind you have to press shift key on your keyboard. Press the shift key on your keyboard and select all the 4 lines. Then press enter. Now you can see that you have created a closed surface using region command, and then you can extrude it. Click on extrude, or you can type in the command line, select the object which you want to extrude, press enter and specify the height that you want to extrude. So this is again that same box. Let me write here also using some other color. So this is the box that I have drawn using, I have drawn a rectangle. I will write here step by step. I have drawn a rectangle using line command. Using line command, I have drawn first a rectangle. After that, what I did, I have drawn a surface. What I did, I have used region command. So I will write here in capital letters. Okay, region command. Again, I am going to back my previous color. Using this region command, I have created a surface. That surface I have extruded using extrude command, and using this extrude command I have obtained the box that is visible to you. Okay, so here you have learned one new command, that is your region command. So on your screen now you will see, I will highlight some of the commands that you have learned in this screen or in this slide, you can say. Okay, so this is your region command. We have learned what is your extrude. We have seen what is your box. Okay, we have drawn this figure using your rectangle command. Okay, we have seen that when we will extrude any single line, you will get a surface here. Then you have seen that we can extrude any curved line also. So to draw this curved line, I have used one command, that is your spline. This is also one command that we have learned here. Okay, and yes, so this is the main thing that I want to show you, region command. I hope you have understood how to use this region command. To make any closed surface, we use this region command. Okay, this extrude command also very, very important. It will be helpful for you throughout your BTech course whenever you have to convert any 2D drawing to 3D drawing. This command will be very useful, because using this extrude command, what I am doing, I am making 2D figures into 3D figure. Okay, so this is your extrude command. We have also seen one command, that is your explode command. Explode, that is exactly reverse of your region command. I will write here. Explode, exactly reverse of your region command. This will break it into separate entity. This will rejoin it to make a closed region or closed surface. Okay, so we have also seen today the difference between your polyline command and your, I will write here only, line command. So in line category, now you can see we have seen line command, we have seen polyline command, we have seen X line, and we have also seen one more type of line today, that is spline. So I hope it is clear to all of you what is the difference between line and polyline, how you can use this extrude command, okay, to make a box, or you can you can use your ready-made available primitive, geometrical primitive rather, that is available as the box command. Okay, so basically where at some locations we use your ready-made geometric entities, and at some locations, when I am saying you geometric entities, I mean to say these things: object, cylinder, cone, sphere, pyramid, wedge, and torus. Okay, and at some locations or at many locations, first we will draw the figure using your 2D draw commands, and then we will convert it into surface, and then we will use this extrude command to make a 3D component. Okay, so I hope it is clear to all of you. Please type in the chat box, clear, sir. Then we will take a short break and we will again start at 12 o'clock. Good to see you people, that you are able to understand what I am trying to convey you. Okay, so now we will take a short break of 10 minutes and it's 11:51. So we will again start by 12 o'clock. Okay, so I will mute here. You can also mute, but do not disconnect. At 12 o'clock sharp, we will start again. So I am back, and just now before this short break, we were looking on this extrude command that is extremely helpful. Okay, extremely helpful. I'm saying you because this will be used everywhere. Okay, now I will clean this screen. First, I will clear the annotations, and then I will go for Control A for selecting all the objects that I have drawn here, and then I will press the delete key on my keyboard. Okay, so we have seen the command extrude. Okay, using this extrude command, if you will see the previous diagram, this one, the diagram that we have drawn here, that is your isometric view. If you will observe carefully, it seems to be a 3D figure, but it is actually drawn on your XY plane only. Okay, see here, I have gone to your isometric view, and what you can observe here, the drawing that I have built that was looking or that seems to be a 3D figure, but actually it is drawn on your XY plane. Okay, and we were looking perpendicular to that plane, that is your top view. Now, if you want to draw the same figure using your extrude command, we can easily draw. Okay, so I will show you here only for better clarity. Okay, so the dimensions I need, I need those dimensions. Okay, I will see it from here, the dimensions, and I will draw the 3D component at this location. Okay, so 16, and this is your 24. Okay, and we have 3 steps. So let's start. I will use that line command only. Start from this point, put ortho on, height is 16, and on this side we have to move 24, again 16, then 24. And you can see here, I'm just specifying the direction in which I want to move. Okay, and I'm able to draw the figure 24. In the bottom side, we will come 48, and you can close this figure. So this is what we were able to see from your left or right hand side view. As we have used in the previous command, that region command we have seen, I will use that command region, region command, press enter. Now I have to select all the line. So either I can press shift key on your keyboard and click on all the lines. Yeah, so you can see I have selected all the lines and then press enter. Now those individual line segments have been converted into one surface. Now I'll extrude it. Up to what extent I need to extrude? This much length. What is this length? 104 minus 24. So it will be 80, 80. So I will extrude it using this extrude command. I will select the surface, press enter, and direction I will specify in any side you can move. Suppose I want to move on that side, and the length we know is 80, 80. So this is what we will get, like this. Still, the drawing is not complete. What is left? On this side, there is one block of size 72 and 24. Okay, so I will draw a rectangular box of size 72 and 24. Okay, so let's draw that rectangle using line command only. I will do. Okay, so starting from this point in perpendicular direction, I have to move Height is 16 plus 16 plus 16. It is 48. And on this side, it will be 24. And then again on this side, 48. And close this figure. Okay. So I have closed this figure. Let me rotate and see whether it is looking good or not. Yeah, it is good. Now I have to extrude this up to the last end surface. For that, again, I will use that region command, press enter, select all the line segments by pressing shift key of your keyboard. So this is one surface is created. Now what I will do, I will extrude this. Either you can type in your command line EXTRUDE, or you can directly click on this icon extrude. So select this object, press enter, and the length in this direction is what is the length? Let us check. It is 72. So we need to move this depth of 72. Okay. Now you can see it is somewhat looking like what we have drawn there. Okay. Now, one thing is to be noted. Here we have two different volumes or two different entities. Okay. This is the first body and this is your second body, body number 1 and body number 2. I will write for clarification. I will use annotations. This block is your body 1 and another one is this one is your body 2. So here I am going to tell you one new thing, that is your Boolean operation. What is Boolean operation? Okay, so the point is I want to join these two different bodies to make it a component. Okay, so I want to add two different volumes. What are those volume? Body number 1 and body number 2. For this, here you can see solid union at the top. Okay, my cursor is there. It will be visible on your screen. Okay, what I am union, solid union. In it comes under the key of Boolean operation. In Boolean operation, we have three things. Either we can go for union, we have subtraction. There can be some situation where we need to subtract some volume. At that location, use this solid subtract. And at some location, we need the interface between two bodies. Okay, so one by one, I will show you all of them. Okay, first I will show you this union command. Okay. So basic example I will also show you. Suppose I have one box over here. This is my one box and there is another volume. Let's take this cone or sphere, what I want. Okay, let's take this sphere. I have kept it on this corner of arbitrary dimension. So here you can see we have two objects or two solids. One is your sphere, other one is your box. Okay, so I will show you what this union command will do. When you will click on this union, then it will ask select objects. This is your object number 1. Press shift key on your keyboard, select object, press enter. Now you will see that this is your one entity, that is your one volume is there only. Okay, this is your union. So union will add two volumes. I will write here. Boolean operation first I will write. Boolean operation. Under Boolean operation, we have three options. That is your union, okay. Second one is your subtraction. And the third, that is your last one, is your intersection. Okay, so one by one we will see. Here we have seen in union what I have done. In union, body 1 plus, plus means what I am doing, I am adding the volume, body 2. Okay, so they are combining to making a body 3. That is nothing but addition of body 1 and body 2. In subtraction, we will see here what is happening. First, I will demonstrate you, and then I will write here what we are observing. So for that, I need to do, still we have, okay, now we have two solids again. First is your sphere, second is your box. I'm going to use this subtract option, that is here you can see solid subtract. Click on that. It will ask for select the objects. This is my first object. This is my second object. Press enter. What it will do? No. In subtract, first we have to select the base object from which I want to subtract. Then I have to select what I want to subtract. So this you will get. Here, now I will write what I have done. I will use annotation. We have body number 1 and I have another body, that is body number 2. I have done subtraction, so I will use here minus sign, and after subtracting I have obtained body number 3. Okay, now let's see for the third option. Let me close this annotation part. Okay, for that I will bring back those two solids. This is my sphere and this is my box. The third one is the intersection. What is the common volume between that sphere and the box? So click on this intersection. This is the one object. Press enter. Oh, sorry, at least we need two objects. So this is my first object, and press shift key and then select the second object. And the object that is visible on your screen is the common volume between those two objects. Okay, so here we have body 1, body 2, and the common areas of body 1 and body 2. Okay, common areas. I will write here common to both. That area will obtain using this intersection command. Okay, so here On this screen, you can see what is Boolean operation. Using Boolean operation, what we can do, using Boolean operation, we can add two different objects. We can subtract, or we can find out the common area, common volume rather, between two intersecting objects. Okay, so this is your Boolean operation. This is very helpful tool for doing any 3D modeling object. You please keep it in your mind. Okay, now we will come back to our problem statement for this problem. Okay, now I will show you here what I want to do. I want to add these two volumes. So I will use this union command, solid union. So I will select this first object. I will select this second object and press enter. Now you can see that the two volumes have been added into a single entity. When you will click on this, entire object will be selected. So this is the component that we have drawn in your isometric view. This was your isometric view. This was your orthographic view. Let me clear the annotations. This was the orthographic projections, and this is your isometric projection or isometric view. Okay. So for that, we have drawn the 3D component also. Let me clear this. This is your 3D component, and this is realistic view shaded with edges. Here you can see different views you can select. I have selected here shaded with edges. You can select 2D wireframe. You can select conceptual. You can select hidden. Okay, so this is what you have drawn here. Okay, you can see here now it is visible to you. What you have drawn in the top view, you can directly click here. On the right hand side, top corner, you can see top view, front view, left hand side view, right hand side view. Click on top and let's see what you are observing. This is your object. Now let's check. This is what we have drawn in your top view, in your orthographic projection. If you can see here, this is what we have drawn. Okay, again coming here back, I want to see the front view. This is what we have drawn in your front view. See here, this is your orthographic projection, and here what we have drawn in your front view, same you have obtained here. So all the views, left view, right view, all the views you can see here. Okay, only thing here, you will not be able to see those hidden lines. Okay, for hidden lines we need those dashed lines that we can see in your orthographic projection. Okay, so again I'm clicking on this home button to get back my actual object, and from here I can make it realistic objects, or there are different views you can see here. You can change to whatever is required. Okay, so this is looking good. So this is the first exercise of your 3D modeling. So once you have completed this part, you can write your name and your roll number. So we all know that for writing any text, we need the command text to specify the first point. It is asking for the text height. Let's keep it as 10. Rotation angle it is asking. Let's keep 0 only. What is the text I want to write? I want to write roll number. Suppose my roll number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I want to write my name as well. My name is XYZ. Okay, so this is what I want to write, and then you can plot it using your plot command or Control P, CTRL plus P. CTR control plus P. Continue to plot in a single sheet. You all know after this, we have to select the PDF printer. The paper size you can select here A4. And what you want to plot, I want to plot some window. And you can select your window. Center the plot. Do not forget to click this option, center the plot. Then you can click on preview. This is how it is looking. It is looking black in color, so you can change the colors for better visibility. Let me close this, cancel, and you can change the surface color, properties, color. Select the printer, paper size, windows, center the plot, preview. So likewise here, those lines are not visible, so you can switch it to shaded with edges also. Let me see whether it is visible or not. Shaded with edges. Let us check whether this view is properly visible or not. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking good. So by this you can take the printout, click on this plot, and in your working directory, again I am telling you, keep all the files in a single directory. Directory means single folder. Save all your work in a single folder. Okay, now we have completed those 3 exercises ortho to ISO. Now coming, this is your 3D modeling. Exercise 1. Save it. Okay, so this is what you will get, and you can take the printout of this to keep in your record file. I hope this is clear to all of you. Please type in the chat box, clear sir. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. If anybody is having any doubt in the figure that we have drawn right now, or any commands we have discussed today, you can ask me. Open to all. So this is how you can take the printouts. If you want to bring this figure in your previous figure, let us try. Are we able to bring this there or not? Control C. And here I will paste it. Oh, but again, those axes will come into picture, because here we are looking into the top view. We have drawn all the figure in one plane, that is your XY plane, and that is including all your means all your 3D axis. Here 2D frame is there. You can see here, you can change the view style from 2D frame to realistic, or you can change to your any view from this location also. Okay, so this is the 3D component, and this is the isometric view, and this is your orthographic projection. Okay, so all the 3 systems you can see here in a single slide. Okay, Now in your 3D modeling, today we have seen your box. Similarly, I will show you other primitives also. Let me first bring into your 3D coordinate systems. I'll show you, you know how to draw the box. Now this is your cylinder. It is asked for the center point, because for drawing any cylinder, we need a circle. So for drawing a circle, we need center point as well as its diameter or radius. So you can specify the diameter or radius. And then for converting that circle into a cylinder, we need to mention the height also. So you can give it as 15 or whatever. Okay, since this is wireframe, so it is looking like this. If you will change this wireframe look to some other view style, from this drop down list, okay, so hidden surfaces will not be visible. Conceptual, this is your realistic, so you can play with your different visual styles. Similarly, you can draw a cone. For drawing a cone, what we need, at the bottom we have a circle, okay, and to draw a circle we need the center point. So that is what it is asking here. Specify the center point. This is my center point. Now it is asking for the base radius, keep it as 10. Now it is asking for the height of the cone. You can give the height to whatever is the required. So on your screen, you can see one cylinder, one cone. Similarly, you have one sphere. As we know, the sphere, for that we need a center point and the radius. Suppose the radius I have kept 15. Okay. So this is your sphere. Likewise, you have your pyramid. Pyramid, again, here in pyramid, we know that at the bottom there can be a triangle, there can be a square, there can be a pentagon. Okay. So if you have sides, number of sides, by default it is 4. So first I will show you with by default size. Okay. Specify the center point of the base, then 4 sides are drawn, and then you can specify the height as well. So this is your prism or pyramid, sorry. Now again, I will increase the number of sides. If you want to mention the sides, you can specify here. This time I will make a hexagon. See here, a hexagon. A plane surface having 6 sides, and then you can specify the height. This is your pyramid. Just below the pyramid, you have wedge. So you can specify the corners and your height as well. The similar way, this is your torus. Torus is nothing but your tire tube you might have observed. So for that, you need to specify the circle diameter and then your tube diameter. So it seems like your the tube inside your tire. So these are your ready-made, available geometrical primitives in your AutoCAD. Okay, so this question can be asked in your Viva. So I will write here, what is this? This is geometrical primitives. Available in AutoCAD software. Okay, so as you know that this is your, let me change the color. This is your cylinder. For drawing a cylinder, you first need to draw a circle. Okay, in circle, you need to specify the center point and then radius or diameter. Then you have defined the height of cylinder. Okay, this is one way. You can also draw the cylinder using, first draw the circle and then you can extrude it. Okay. Likewise, this is your cone, sphere, pyramid. Now, the difference between pyramid and prism, it is normally asked in your examination. So you can see here at the base, you have one rectangle. Okay. And those corners, all the corners of your base, they are coming and joining at a center, a single point that is called as apex. So what you are getting a triangular faces. I will hatch it, triangular faces on your pyramid. Okay. This is the triangular face. This is the apex of your pyramid. Keep this in your mind. Okay. Uh, Here also we have one hexagon. This is your base hexagon. Hexagon means 6 points. Point number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th one is not visible here. From all the corners, it is getting connected at the top point. Okay, so here also the faces that you are getting is nothing but a triangle. We have discussed in our previous classes also what is the difference between prism and pyramid. Very important question. You must know what are those things. This is your torus and this is your wedge. Okay. Suppose I have drawn here pyramid. I will draw one prism also at this location. Suppose for that I need a rectangle. I will draw a rectangle here. Okay. And then I can extrude it across the height. So this is your prism. Now, what is the difference? Here you can clearly see, I will use annotations. At the base you have one rectangle and they are not coming to a single point. Their corner points are not coming to a single point at the top. Rather, they are parallel to each other, and here you can see the side face. The side face is your rectangle. Okay. This you can see a rectangular face at the top also. So this is your prism. You must keep in your mind difference between prism and pyramid. So on this slide, I will like to show you one more thing, that I have drawn a cylinder using directly your geometrical pyramid primitive. Okay, we can draw the cylinder using your extrude command also. For that, you need to draw a circle. So you can use your 2D command, this circle. I will draw at this location because this is the place left here. And then here on right hand side, you can see I have drawn a circle. And then you can use this extrude command. Select the circle, press enter, and specify the height. Specify the height of your cylinder that you are willing to build. So this is the cylinder that you will get here. Okay. So this is how you can see different combinations, how you can draw your required drawing. Okay. So this also you have to take a printout for your record. Okay, so all the geometrical primitives are here. So for this, after this, you need to write your name and roll number. For writing anything, you know the command is text. Okay, you need to specify the first point, then text height, keep it as 10, rotation, keep it 0. Now you need to mention your roll number. I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You need to write your name. I'm writing my name as XYZ, or you can write in your name. Okay. Then at the top, you can write that this is your geometrical primitives. Okay. So if you want to move this, you can move it. Your name and roll number also, you can move it. Now, if you want to take the printout for keeping this in your record file, you can plot it, Control P, select the PDF printer, paper size. Now, I hope you people are well aware of this thing. Select the window, center the plot, preview. Okay, you can change the color of your objects for better visibility, and then you can save it. Better to change the color for better visibility. Right click, select the object, then just right click, go to properties, and you can change the color from here. Nothing is visible. Properties, keep it different colors. And below every figure, you can also write the name of that object. Like this is your pyramid, so you can write just below this pyramid also. We have drawn two pyramids, so you can delete any one of them. If you are looking for any other different color, you can select that also. This is your pyramid, so you can remove that. Go to quick properties. Blue color we have not used. And this we can keep it as red. Okay. So we have changed the color of all the primitives for better visibility. And then you can save it. So this is what you will get. Okay. So just below all the components, you can also mention the name, like it is cylinder, it is sphere, it is cone, and then you can take the printout and insert it inside your record file. Okay. So I will write it as 3D modeling exercise 2. Or you can write 3D modeling geometric primitives. I will remove this exercise too. Okay, save. Yeah, so this is the figure that you will get, and you can take the printout and keep it in your record file. So today we have seen your different geometrical entities. We have seen extrude command. We have seen your Boolean operation. Inside your Boolean operation, we have also seen union, subtract, and your intersect also. Okay. Likewise, here we have some other tools also that I will show you. Suppose I have one box here, or in that same figure, suppose this is my figure now. Yeah. In this figure, I want to press pull any face, like what is press pull here. See, this is one command pull, and suppose this is the face that I want to extrude it further. So that you can press pull here using this command press pull. Means bending its surfaces, you can press pull in this direction also, like this. So Control Z I will do. To bring back to our original dimension. This is our press pull. Similarly, one is polysolid. Polysolid. Like we have polyline in 2D, in the similar way to create your, you can say walls, you can use this polysolid. Like suppose this is the polysolid. Like polylines we have seen in 2D, similarly this is your polysolid. Okay, I have pressed the escape key. Similarly, you can use different commands also that we will see in next class. We will also see few more 3D commands like your sweep, loft, and revolve. These commands we will see in the next class. For today's class, that's all from my side. We have two other drawings left. That is this one and this one. You try to do at your home. Those two exercises drawn in your ISO to ortho and ortho to ISO. The figures that we have drawn in your ISO to ortho and ortho to ISO. These you can try using your commands that we have today. If you have any doubt, now you can ask me. From today's class, if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Free to ask. In this figure, suppose in this figure you have a cut mark at the center. Okay, so we will do the same using your subtract. Like in Boolean operation, we have done union. In the same way, you can try subtract also. Anyhow, I will show you how to draw this figure also. In the coming classes, we will draw this figure also. Okay, so after doing these two problems, that is your drawing number 2 and your drawing number 3, then we will move on to few more commands like loft, revolve, and sweep command. Okay. So that's all from my side. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. You are free to ask. If you have no doubt, then you can type in the chat box, clear, sir. Let me see how many hits I'm getting here and how many of you are actively listening to the classes. If you are finding these things interesting to learn and practice, okay, then you can write interesting, sir, as well in the chat box. Interesting, sir. IS in the short form. IS, type in the chat box. Let me see how many of you are really enjoying to learn this AutoCAD software. Those who are facing any problem related to installation, related to your 2D commands, related to your 3D commands, ISO, orthographic projection, or isometric projections, you are free to contact me anytime on my WhatsApp. During the classes also, you can interrupt and ask. Okay, nice to see your response. That's all from my side. I'm going to end the meeting. Have a nice day.